We've got the drone up in the air. We're checking out Tract 4 at the Tracts at White River. That road you see, that's Lock 3 Road, I should say. That's the county road that runs throughout. The truck is moving a little bit. It's probably headed toward about the center of the road frontage. That's often what we'll try to do when we're setting up for a video. And it looks like the drone is just kind of sneaking up on the truck there. So the county road, and I've got a topo map on the desk here as we look at this. The county road goes through about the middle of the property, and we'll do a full flyover, I'm sure. But as you go south from the county road, it stays basically level. You have a wet weather creek bed, which I believe is Rowlett Creek, and then from there it starts to rise up as you continue to the south. If you go north from the county road, it starts to rise up almost immediately, and it rises up steeply, levels off at the north side. The big bonus on this one is there's already a road up to the north side. There's an easement road, existing road that's been there 100 years. On tracks, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So you do have access to the north side on that existing road, which is pretty fantastic. And in looking at the topo map, there's some pretty good level area on that north side on Tract 4. So we'll want to look at the ground video too, of course, but interesting to see that. Okay, so now we are parked probably about in the middle of the road frontage on Tract 4. We're on Lock 3 Road, which is the county road. And we're just kind of, I don't know what we're waiting for. We're just getting our bearings here. There is a setting on the drones where you can only fly a certain height until it picks up enough satellites, and that certain height is extremely low. Like it probably wouldn't even get you over the treetops. So that could be what they're doing here, is just waiting for it to pick up the rest of the satellites, and at that point it'll automatically let you go up to a normal altitude. And well, okay, so we're oriented northerly. As we back up, we're still looking north, but we're looking over the south end of the property. And as we mentioned before, from where the road is, where the truck is, coming this away, it's level and then starts to rise up. Well, that's a great shot, especially with the truck in there. You can really see what's going on. Look past the truck, and you can basically see how it does rise up steeply and then levels once you get toward the top. So where it starts to level off and then does level off, that's going to be the top side of Tract 4. So before you get to that next big valley. Interesting shot there. And you could see the White River in the background. We just didn't mention that just now because we were looking at the topography. Heavily wooded property, mostly hardwood trees, red oak, white oak, hickory trees. We've seen walnut trees out here. We've seen just a few pine trees, and we have seen some cedar trees. So I mean, you've got a mixture. We've seen big mature trees, we've seen young trees, we've seen everything in between. Good mixture of timber on the property. Okay, so there's the truck. And if you were looking at the map, maybe we can splice one in here, I'm not sure. You'd see that that county road does cross over just about the middle of the property, as we mentioned earlier. And now going northerly from there, it looks like it's already risen up. So that part almost right below us where it's leveling off is going to be the north side of Tract 4. There's a look at the White River. Off in the distance, that bluff you can see a couple miles away, that's called Penter's Bluff. Fairly well-known limestone outcropping. Penter's Mine was up there. There was some mining in this area in the 1800s and early 1900s. Not shaft mines, not the dangerous kind. They mined for limestone and manganese to make iron ore, that kind of stuff. So Penter's Mine was right by Penter's Bluff, and they discovered a huge cave there, just an eighth of a mile east of the bluff, I believe. So this area is definitely suitable for caves. with the topography on Tract 4, with the way it rises up steeply, and having that creek bed, the wet weather creek, that Rowlett Creek, or whatever it's called, going across the property, puts you in a good position if you wanted to search for perhaps some type of cave or some type of spring on the property. Having that creek bed is one of the #1 things you would want. The creek bed in the valley, and essentially where the county road comes through, this whole area is a valley. I think it's called Rowlett Hollow, actually. And that's going to be, I believe we're trying to locate the road that goes up to the north side of Tract 4, if I'm not mistaken. Unless we're back at Lock 3 Road, but I don't think so. I think we're checking out, very possibly we're right on the north side of Tract 4 right now. And again, the topo map shows that the north side is potentially going to have some really nice level sites for building or camping or whatnot. It's likely to be heavily wooded, so you might have to do a little work to create your site, but that can be pretty fun, honestly. Once the property's been paid for in full, you can do as you please with the timber as far as cutting, removing, selling the timber on the property. Until then, you're going to need written permission to cut or remove or disturb any timber with the stump diameter greater than 8 inches when measured at the ground level. And we do work with people on that. Pretty simple system in place if you need to remove a little bit of mature timber for a driveway or for a building site or whatnot. Okay, and there's the red truck again. So we're back at Lock 3 Road, right in the middle of the property, and we're facing north, oriented north. The truck is facing east. Even in this photo, you can see a dozen different species of trees out there. That's pretty cool. What a neat property. Definitely check out the other videos. Oh, we almost hit a tree right there. That can happen. That can definitely happen. Now I bet we're trying to carefully not hit that tree. That's the thing about drones, is if you even just nick one of those branches, it throws all the sensors off. It can push you into another branch because it's trying to get away from that first branch automatically, and that's how you get a crash. Ooh, I thought we were crashing for a moment there. Okay, Tract 4, 10 acres in size. That's Lock 3 Road right there. So we're in about the middle of the property. Oh wow, we're landing, okay. Well, there you have it, Tract 4 at the Tracts at White River. If you have any questions, just let us know.